Good morning. So it is only Wednesday, halfway through the week, October 26th. A few minutes behind. I do apologize. I'm going to get better at that. I really am. As well as I'm going to get better at doing stuff on camera. It's getting there. Baby steps. I'm no longer making videos hiding my face, so that's a small improvement. But as you can see, I'm from a sitting position. Yeah, so my legs are very, very sore. I've been hitting my workouts very hard, full intensity, and I'm definitely feeling the effects of that. So I'm going to try to focus on using this today as more of upper body / Q&A, if you will. My upper body is the area that has the least amount of fatigue and lactic acid soreness. So my core, oh my gosh, is so sore from yesterday. I had two wonderful women. I did something that I know sometimes I do, which is I let my client pick the song. I said, you know what? Yeah, this is so much better when we use music that you guys like. So I go, pick the song. She picked a 7-minute song, and we did a Swiss ball crunch, stability ball core crunch exercise at a 4 count, which was 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, for 7 minutes. I can't describe like the burning sensation in my center core, and my legs took a good blunt of it too. Because once your muscles begin to fatigue, that pain will actually shift. It won't go away. It doesn't go numb, and your brain doesn't forget it. It just shifts it to other parts of your body. So because we are in the positioning that we are, brain automatically shifted it to my legs. Not counting the hundreds upon hundreds of leg lift exercises I did on top of it. But this is going to be... Ooh! Found a great song. Yes, this is going to be an awesome way for us to kind of connect a little bit and a little bit more past the physicality. What is your great song? I'm going to wait for that response, but I love it when people bring me songs. I have such an eclectic mix of music on my playlist now under my Spotify account due to my amazing clients who continuously keep opening up my own eyes or reminding me of amazing songs that existed that I haven't heard in 10, 15, 20, 25 years. Yes, I'm older than I look. And so I love that. And that is really the heart of Polykinetics is actually the music. It's the music that provides the tempo, the speed, the intensity, the feeling, the emotion. It brings everything. That is your actual trainer, is your music. People like me, we just kind of, if you don't want to think about it, you want to put the driver, you want to put the wheel in our hands. Okay, we can do that, definitely. That's why we're trained and we go through school and go through certifications. Numb by Marshmallow. I already love that person because of the name and the fact that they have a big marshmallow mask, and I can really relate to that. It's hard when you have social anxiety disorder. Not saying that Marshmallow does, but I do. And it's hard getting in front of people. See ya. That way, big bows. Why she covers her face. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. But I can say the more you do it, the easier it does get. So even if it's not perfect, who cares? And I think that's what caught me up for so long. It's like, it doesn't look perfect. It looks ugly. And these should be fancy videos like all those other, cutesy girls and people on YouTube. But I just didn't have those resources. But I'm like, you know what? This should not inhibit me sharing this information, because people definitely need to be able to get fit and know how to do that very simply, very effectively. Okay, let me hear this song. Khalid? Okay.
I wanna get numb and forget where I'm from. Cause looking at your eyes,
I'm gonna heart that one. Big heart for that one, yes.
I feel like you're the moon. I feel like I'm the one. I wanna get numb, 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 numb. I wanna get numb and forget where I'm from.
This is a soft 8 count. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. But again, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
crazy, wanna wild out, cause lady life's so short but amazing. Late night party in the basement, hotel lobby, and I'm wasted. Just reached into my savings, I'll do it.
Because I'm sore, this is extremely difficult. This is so challenging.
I wanna get numb and forget where I'm from. Just looking in your eyes, like looking at the sun. I feel like you're the moon, I feel like I'm the one. I wanna get numb, 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 numb. Like I'm the one. I feel like getting numb, I feel like I'm the one.
Ooh, gotta watch my form there. See, when I start dancing, I start leaning. You can. Just whatever you do to one side, you must do the other. Keep yourself nice and balanced. Nice, I like this one. I don't know it very well, so I'm sequencing it off literally the top of my head. And that's the great thing, you don't have to know the song to be able to do it. You gotta remember just the timing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, It's always the last 30 seconds, I swear. 15, 20 seconds. That's when I want to drop my arms the most. Oh my gosh, and because we need our cores to stabilize our upper body. It's rocking my core. What a great song though. Thank you for that. Thank you, thank you. Another good one, like evening one, is Dark Waters by Tones and I. Dark Waters. Ooh. Sounds awesome. I don't think I've ever heard this song. Let's see.
I get lost sometimes, but if you ask, I say I'm doing just fine.
It's the Dance Monkey song, girl. Oh, okay. I did my countertop push-up challenge to Dance Monkey. I love it. I love the sound of this voice. I've never heard this song though, so this is interesting.
And don't you try to find me, 'cause the tide has moved me deep. And I don't wanna live forever in the sea. The tide keeps pulling me away from who I used to be. And I don't wanna go, 'cause I think I might just be the only person living in the sea. I get stressed sometimes, I'm a mess sometimes. Trying to sleep but I'm awake straight.
I love listening to them. Lyrics.
Some bad days I try to close my eyes, but I can feel those ties. Making sure I'm rolling, scrolling up tight now. On those days, some bad days
I can see why it's your favorite. It's a wonderful song. Good morning, good morning.
Yeah, I feel like I've been lost at sea.
This is a good one for isometric holds, because it has a lot of these. So it tells me either isometric arm holds or isometric squats. Arm flutters. 4, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and
the only person living in the sea. They say I don't see the world like I do. But I keep holding on, 'cause I am never happy with enough. Until I'm drowning from it all, and they say I don't Until I'm drowning from it all, and I don't wanna live forever in the sea. The tide keeps pulling me away from
Yes, I'm pulling
who I
exercises I
used to be, and
physically do
I
right now because my legs are not an option really.
Cause I think I might just be the only person living in the sea. Oh, the only person living in the sea. The only person living in the sea.
Oh, what a wonderful song with amazing lyrics. Like, I was a huge fan of the Dance Monkey song. Oh my gosh. And I did my 4-count push-up countertop challenge because I wasn't able to get down in a regular push-up form at that time still. I'm always concerned about my wrist because breaking boards and punching people, boom, 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 over the course of years. So can't do too many things. I can do very modified versions of those, and I focus on the modified version. So yeah, my modified version was on the countertop to Dance Monkey, and it kicked my butt so bad, like bad. So feel free to go through, see my videos, check that out. I even challenged myself because, right, the only competition we actually have out there is ourselves. So I, what do they call that on this? Duet? I duetted myself before and after. I think the course of, I think it was like maybe a year between the time frame. And I was like, let me see if I can do this better and stronger and more solid than how much I struggled the first time I did it. And yeah, big difference. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. I am so excited to have you guys all here. Oh, my Lanta arm circles are still a challenge for me. Oh yes, those are absolute piranhas. I took that straight from military because I always see in boot camp and in videos and movies, they're always doing arm circles or what I call T-planes, arm holds, isometric, bilateral arm holds. And I'm like, yeah, it's isometrics. That's why yoga is so effective because it's nothing but isometrics. It's all isometrics. So cool. I'm in the kitchen a lot. Love countertop push-ups. Yes. Oh my gosh. Same thing. I was like, okay, this thing is going to take like 10 minutes. Let's see how much work I can do in 10 minutes while this, thing is cooking or boiling or whatever. And I would utilize, funny enough, those little bits of time. That's why my favorite place to do this was always the kitchen. Yeah. Ooh, I want to watch that vid of countertop push-ups. I'm still heavy set. That is quite all right. I'm still heavy set myself. And that's just the way that I'm built. I'm built where I hold most of my weight from my hips up, including my belly, my back, my chest, my arms, my face, everything. My legs have always usually stayed rather slender and muscular. They did get, so, when I was at my peak at 237 pounds, they were, quite large. And to the point where my feet, like I start rolling on the sides of my feet like this, instead of staying flat like this, my feet were rolled. So, and that put a lot of pressure on certain toes and, see here popping out. But stick with it and always modify your body position to what is most pragmatic for you. So for me, again, push-ups, I could still do the push-up, but I had to be at this angle. I couldn't be at this angle. So directional positioning is very important with Polykinetics. But play with it. You'll be surprised on what you can do and what even modified will be very effective. So, and then, of course, bilateral forward punches. These are my really go-to. These were my starters when I was very heavy set. I couldn't even do this yet. Not as much as I wanted to. So I was like, okay, let me focus on really building up an area that I can do. So I started doing this. And then this, because this was me offsetting my arms just off of my stomach. So this is how far my stomach would come out when I would sit down. And now, of course, my arms come down a little bit more. Here, it's quite nice. It won't make your boobs actually bigger. That is genetics, but it will tighten up your muscles in your chest, which will give you lift, slender you into the waistline, in the back, strengthen you up. So you have your posture. And of course, all of those together make it look like you have a bigger chest. So don't listen to the YouTube crap. I see a lot of that stuff floating around and it's really, focus, Michelle. Anyway, for my positivity, even a beautiful rose has some thorns. So, but I do try to be graceful. And yeah, sometimes it does get to me a little bit, but then I practice my own method. I'm like, okay, channel those emotions. They're human emotions. We can't be positive 100% of the time, but we can do something 100% of the time. Next question. How long do you recommend someone to do this a day? So when it comes to any exercise, whether it be polykinetics, swimming, cycling, running, CrossFit, well, CrossFit's different. That's advanced training. Cycling, anything like that, cardiorespiratory rate, muscular endurance, they say at least 10 minutes to start getting health benefits, and then any more minutes after that, more time after that, the more beneficial. Be careful of overtraining, especially with polykinetics or something very, very simplistic like cycling or even walking on the treadmill, stair step, or something that is repetitive over and over and over again for an extended period of time. Watch out for overtraining. So then you're becoming counterproductive. So find your sweet spot. Everyone has one, and they're never identical for two people, since no two bodies are the same. So find your sweet spot, and then once you do, you just start building on time from that. My sessions go for 30 minutes at a time. When I really want to challenge myself, I will do towards 60 minutes continuously. And I will pick my songs and my speeds accordingly and appropriately to support my goal of making it to 60 minutes without stopping. Let's see. But what I say is, when you're first starting out, one song. In 2014, the very first time I ever did this, to the song Team by Lord, it took me a week. That's not a long song, y'all. About 3 minutes. It took me a week to build up the cardio endurance, muscular endurance, and the muscular strength. Those three components to be able to complete that song all the way without huffing and puffing, struggling, and stopping excessively. So that felt really good. That felt like such an accomplishment. And I was like, I want to try another song. Let's do another one. Once I completed that first one, I got hooked, I got addicted, and I've been doing it ever since. So yeah, give it a shot. Start with your favorite songs, because the exercises in this way do get very intense very quickly. So, let's see. I remember that I saw your YouTube video plus, yep, OMG. Right. And thank you so much for checking out those videos. The more you view, the more that I don't want to say proper information, because everyone in fitness has a different recipe. This is just my recipe. This is what I have found to be the safest, most effective, easy to learn, simple to teach in the sense, and it's all encompassing. It's cardio, strengthening, balance, flexibility, agility, focus. It forces you to focus because of the singular moves. It forces you to focus. Overcomplicating the brain overcomplicates the process, and I don't find that to be very effective in some people, most people. Unless you're advanced and you've already got that foundation built up, or you've been working out every day for years and years and years on end, then cool, go for it. What Polykinetics is to help dust off old moves in a new way and really rebuild the foundational fitness basics. Build up the skills that you need to be able to do pull-ups. Build up the skills and strength that you need to be able to run the marathon. Build up the skills and strength that you need to be able to go up a flight of stairs without losing your breath. Those kind of things. Absolutely. Thank you, guys. What are these? Tiny Dinies. Oh my God, that's so cute. That's adorable. That is so cool. You didn't miss anything, darling. Thank you so much for clocking in with me, too. So what we're doing is I'm kind of taking a pity party break in the sense that my legs are very sore. But we're going through music. We're talking everything about Polykinetics. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, if you have any stories about Polykinetics or doing tempo training, which is what Polykinetics is tempo training, a simplified tempo training, if you will. I've seen the other version out there, and I don't understand how their sequencing is, but I'm going to be reading up on that, how they come up with their information, and then we're going to compare and contrast. But I call mine a simplified tempo fitness, and it's awesome. I'm sorry. I think it's literally the best thing since sliced bread and Betty White. But okay, can I ask a more personal question? You can ask anything. Ask me anything. Share a story. This is a non-judgment, open talk. We're also working out too, so there we go. But go for it. And while I wait for that one, we're going to continue onward. In the sense, throw out your music. Let me know what kind of songs you like. I'm always looking to find new music. It's best if it means something to you, as we all have music that is actually easy to listen to and hard to listen to. There are songs that I still can't listen to because they trigger memories of people that I'm still healing from. So, you don't always have to do upbeat music, and I always hated that with aerobic exercising. They always did it to upbeat music, and I was like, you guys, I'm not a cheerleader necessarily in the sense that I'm 100% positive all the time. I suffer with major depressive disorder, and that definitely greatly affects my mood and my energy levels, my physical energy levels every day. So, yeah. Even, okay, here we go. Tanner, even now or when you started around that time month. Okay, so that's actually a great question. And what it actually did was help lessen the effects of cramping. I almost experienced no cramping. I have a ping. I can almost pinpoint now the moment when my period starts. Not to say that's an effect of exercising with Polykinetics. It's just an effect on my body. But when I don't exercise, I do notice that my cramps are more severe. And funny enough, I always joked with my boss. I said, when we work out when female trainers work out on that time of the month, we really should get hazard pay. Because you're working with a whole set of different things that do affect your fitness. Hormones are huge with fitness, more so than anything. If your cortisol levels are high, it's going to be harder. And we'll get more and more into that as time goes on. But so when you're in that time of the month, our hormones are all over the place. So give yourself some grace and some kindness. Those are low-key days. I always find those low-key days. I still do the same moves. I still do squats. I still do leg lifts. But I might do those at a slower tempo or a shorter length. It just kind of depends on the goal of the session. Of course, my sessions are 30 minutes, so it's more so always the speed. And then I'll adapt to different exercises. Like maybe I'll do more leg lifts and more kickouts or things that are more adaptive to my current situation. And then I just kind of, no pun intended, go with the flow. Ha 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 ha. But if you guys are noticing difference and changes, please let me know. I do this to songs I normally yell in my car perfectly. Right? Oh my gosh, that is so funny, Angie. Yeah, it really is. Right? Love you, beauty. Agreed. Oddly enough, though, for me, I have an IUD for birth control and mine stopped. Ooh, okay. See, I was thinking about that. Now, to get really personal, I don't think I'll be publishing this one on YouTube for sake, but I'm not physically active right now, so I'm like, But at the same time, I thought about seeking that out for the sake of, for lessening, because mine were very, very heavy before I started exercising. Like, I was scared. Like, I was like, is this normal to be passing, like, clots? Sometimes this big. I mean, my goodness gracious. And then I had my daughter and it got better. Funny enough. So, but, yeah, I swear that's a world of its own down there, right? It just has its own mind, its own timing sequence and everything. And we're just here for the ride. But yeah, we get gold stars extra because we go through that more so, no offense, than our male counterparts. But you know that. Oh, you can't use that as an excuse. I don't. I work out when I'm off, when I'm angry, when I'm happy, it doesn't matter. But I work out normally how I feel. And the music is a reflection of that. So I will pick songs like, let's see, where's my favorite, I'm pissed off song. Where is it? Well, funny enough, my sad song is Sierra Leone. I mean, that song just, because when I get sad, I get angry too. I get sad mad, or mad sad, however you want to put it. In that song, if you know the story about the area of Sierra Leone, if not, feel free to Google. Yeah, it's very, it's this one. Play a sample. Oh. And it's almost 5 minutes long, so it definitely meets the time that I need. So it automatically starts right off the bat. Sounds like a woman is just like wailing, and it's like, that's how I feel. I feel how she sounds. Yeah. So I started, and I was like, what is the hardest exercise for me to do? Arm circles. And that's why that sequence is nothing but arm circles. And then I put a philosophical adaptation to it, where I was like, wow, it feels like this one's sadness, this one's anger, and I'm in the center, and these two are just literally controlling my entire life. I can feel the pain they cause just from existing. And that's what this is representative of. You're not moving, they're just existing, but they're still there, and you can feel the tension still growing. Not at the same fast rate, but you can still feel it growing. Until, of course, at the end of the song, you drop your arms, drop it, drop all the things that you're thinking of. And while I do these sequences, I think of things that bother me. In recent times here in the St. Louis area, we had a shooting. We had a school shooting, and it was at a performing arts school, which was double disturbing. I don't know the details because I did not have the ability to read the details. Just from what people were talking about, we had to send one of our coworkers home yesterday. She was extremely distraught, or when it happened, she was very distraught, and it just sinks my heart. So things like that, I'll do very intense exercises too. Arm circles, squats, isometric squat holds, which is just in a squat position and you're just holding it. Stretching is a good one when you're not feeling well, when you're not wanting to jump around. Stretching is fantastic, but be careful because that emotion will push you further than what your abilities are, because they are very powerful, and you could overdo it. So make sure you're always staying very collected, channel collectively. There we go. Okay, next question. Thank you guys so much for that. It's long, 5:35, tempo change around 4 minutes. Ooh, let's see. Wake Up by Arcade Fire. We got our next song, y'all. Let's do it. Good, because I want to channel these emotions that are coming out. Woo! So much. And they are intense. It's a blessing and a curse, I'll tell you that. Okay, Arcade by, let me see who this. Oh, Wake Up by Arcade. I need coffee so bad. Wake Up by. Okay, Wake Up, Arcade Fire. Let's see. Ooh. Ooh. Be a good one. The arm circles. Arm circles. Pure piranhas. Okay, let me grab my weights. What I'm going to try to do, it is lengthy, good for that, because I'm going to try to do a few minutes of tricep presses. So I'm just holding a single weight. 4 count, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And then again from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Small changes. This reminds me of cheerleading. start it straight anymore. Muscle control, muscle strength, muscle endurance all at once. Woo! 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, there's tempo change up or music. Oh. So weightless, I have a tendency to go a little faster. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, there we go. Yeah, she said change up for 4 minutes. So, ooh, this would be a good one for legs, cardio. Oh my gosh, there's so many possibilities. With each song yields many workouts. Just depends on what you want to do, what you want to work on, what feels good. Bilateral forward punch. Super simple. Oh, that was a nice one. I do love that change up. That was wonderful. Nice big heart on that one. Thank you so much for suggesting it. Okay, I like that one too, but that was a great one. Okay. Well, I'll definitely be using that one for the Fit City demo tomorrow. I don't know who's going to do it with me, but I'm going to talk someone into doing it with me. Today is my very last day at my current gym, and tomorrow I will be checking out the new place. I'll be starting officially on the 1st, but they're letting me kind of come in a couple of days early to get a feel for it, and start making friends. Start figuring out about the other trainers and how they work. And yeah, it's going to be very, very exciting. Very exciting. All right, so good. Glad you liked it. Absolutely, and thank you again. Okay, K.A. Jones. Girl, I was all set to start last week, and then my fam got our first round. Oh, no. Okay, I'm so glad that you're ready, because tomorrow I'm going to be super ready to really bring it. Really, really bring it. Everything from the beginning of my TikTok to now has been a goal that is almost 9 years in the making. So I kept it quiet for a while because I knew I was going to get ridiculed, and I did. But at the same time, I was like, this is still too incredible. This is still too amazing. I have to get through that ridicule. I have to get through that hate somehow, because this is amazing. This has literally changed millions of lives, literally, and prevent countless injuries from what is currently being perpetrated through fitness industry, which I'm not happy with, but we'll get there. So thank you guys so much for being part of the journey and making me part of your journey. And I'll get better at this whole being on camera thing. The good thing is I'll be working with a new group, and they have the social media crew and everything. So they're going to be teaching me how to make fancy videos. And then hopefully I'll be creating fancier videos more so. The great thing is I won't have to stream live in my bedroom anymore, because again, they're allowing me to stream content as long as it is appropriate. So I'm very excited. I feel like, you know, like your parents letting go of your bike for the first time, you're pedaling on your own, and it's like, woo, next level stuff is really, really fun, and I'm excited to have you guys with me. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I'm gonna still try to make the 9 a.m. It's gonna be a little touch and go tomorrow, so if it's a little bit later or not, you know, sorry for that, but definitely hit up notifications and you know, whatever they do here on TikTok, and I will be streaming live at one point or another. Hopefully one time in the morning, and my goal is one time in the afternoon, actually, is to expand immediately how much I'm going to be recording, because my current gym does take up a good portion of my time. So now that I'm switching over and leveling up, yeah, we're going to have so much fun. So thank you guys very much for joining me. I'm going to pop off and I'm going to get on with my day, make some coffee, do some laundry, and I hope you guys meet me here again tomorrow. And again, we're still going to shoot for that 9 a.m. And then from there, I'm going to figure out a very consistent AM PM schedule to better suit everybody. So thank you guys again so much for joining me. Thank you for the music, and I'll talk to you soon. All right. First, before I go, does anybody have any last questions? I know there's 7 of us, but just want to check. If you have a comment, love you, video. I'm so excited and super proud of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, guys, go out and do awesome things. See you tomorrow.